Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Summertime Radness, the scary sequel. Well, actually, not really. Even though the timing, I must say, is quite interesting. That here I am doing the creepy Earth Temple. Come on. Apparently, I missed him. Here I am doing like the creepy Earth Temple for Summertime Radness, and taking these guys out like nobody's business. And it's like the perfect time of year for Summertime Radness 2, the scary sequel. I might like record actually a video or two for that. Seeing as like I'm in like a recording frame of mind right now, I'm gonna like take you out first over here, mister. This is totally like the easiest way to deal with these guys. Like just like bomb, boomerang, skull hammer, and what is actually supposed to be a pretty like scary enemy turns pretty ridiculously easy. Is what happens because you'll just take them out in one hit. Like bombing them will cause them to blow apart. Then all you need to do is stun their skull with the boomerang, and then you can just take them out in one hit with the skull hammer. Because otherwise, if you don't go at them with like in a systematic manner, especially when the two of them are there at the same time, they'll end up like spinning around, like swinging that big mace around and stuff like that, and you won't know like which way's up and which way's down anymore. Oh god, I need to like catch my breath. I'm not used to all this talking this early in the morning. That's a little bit better. I don't know why I'm collecting all this stuff, even though I should probably like look up how many rupees I'm actually going to... Oh my god, why is that like not inverted? Hang on a sec. Thank you. Oh my god. I like didn't have like the settings set to reverse the first person camera. That's probably since like I probably had it like set that way from like the time when I was screwing around with like playing with the Wii U Pro controller. Okay, I need to get like my arrows back here so I can take these guys out really quickly. Excuse me, get out of my way, thanks. Don't you possess me, Poe. I've got like a little... I don't even need medley to take you out now. Even though I'm still going to need medley for like all of what happens here. Oh my god, that feels so much better. Like I was trying not to like make a big deal out of it, because I'm like conscious of the fact that like I'm conscious of the fact that like I did kind of make almost too much of a big deal out of it previously. But like, oh my god, when I was like doing that like medley stuff and like trying to aim the light with her harp, it wasn't inverted like up and down. I was like, oh my god, why is this so hard to control? Like that's just something that like completely like throws me off. Is like it just completely throws me off if like vertical controls aren't inverted. Like I don't know how, like I don't know which game it was that got me so used to like inverted camera controls, but I just like cannot deal otherwise. Like I really cannot deal with like controls that aren't inverted vertically or whatever. Do we need to get anything else? I'm pretty sure like the only stuff that's in there, like the only stuff that's in behind the walls in there is like there's like rupees. There might be a joy pendant in there. How many of those things do I have anyway? I have like 16, so that's pretty easy. Like 16 is no, don't follow me, medley. Excuse me. Are you seriously going to make me... What is actually happening here? There. I was just about to say, are you seriously going to, like, make me, I'm pretty sure all that's behind there is, like, rupees or a joy pendant or something, so screw that mess. Okay, so now we're actually... Okay, so now this is, like, the point where we're able to actually do this or do shit ourselves, so... we're gonna be able to, like, activate, like, the puzzle here. If I could, like, actually see what I was doing, that might be a good start. I don't know why I did it in this order. Sorry, wait a second. I'm just being dumb this morning for some reason. But yeah, I don't know, like, what game it must have been that I played where I got so used to, like, having, like, the vertical axis inverted, that I can never go back to doing things any other way ever again. I'm wondering whether it mightn't have been Spyro, because if I think of, like, 3D games that I played when I was younger, I'm wondering if it wasn't just, like, Spyro, because that was probably one of the first 3D that or, like, some Tomb Raider game. Like, it's an interesting thing to think about. Like, I mean, we all remember, like, the first game that we played. We all remember, like, the first game that we, Oh, I can't even actually... I'm gonna have to, like, get my Deku Leaf out here. Do I really even need that, though? I can just, like, fly over there this way and ignore them if they'll be so kind. That was pretty close, actually. What do I even need to get over here, though, is the question. On everybody's mind. A load of rupees? Is this, like, not where, like, the Tingle statue is? I think this is actually, like, where the Tingle statue is, so... I'm just, like, gonna... go back here, or maybe I should just, like, go down in here. And not get caught by a floor master, please. That was kind of scary. I find them just, like, so unnerving, like, the floor masters in this game, because they're just, like... all I have to do is bring her over there and, like, play the Earth God lyric. It's like, here I am making things more complicated than they have to be. What is it then? There we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the floor masters in this game, they're just so kind of weird. Like, they're like jerky movements, the way that they're so unpredictable. Like, I don't know, they just like strike fear into my heart is what it is. The worst thing that'll happen though is, well, I suppose, well, the worst thing that could happen is that Medley gets captured by one of them and you end up having to go... Are we here already? No, this isn't like the big mirror room. This is like... This is like the small mirror room. I was like, Jesus, there's like still like a load more rooms to go until... There's still like a load more rooms to go until we get like to... Until we're able to do all that other stuff. So this kind of introduces the mirrors, I guess, because like you can use them to break those like big statues. Oh yeah, I was saying, like, we think about, like, kind of, a lot of us, I guess, would have like memories of, oh, what's like the first video game that you played, and what's like the first video game that you played, and what's the first console that you had that was your own, and stuff like that. And for me, first video game that I ever played I think this is like the way like further down into the... Do I really even need to do this? I can't remember whether there's just like... I think there actually is a key in there, that's the thing. Because I know inside in that room, there's like a treasure chart if you defeat all of the... If you defeat all of the... There is like a treasure chart. There is like a treasure chart. If you defeat... So I'm pretty sure there's like a second one over there as well, isn't there? Yeah, there is. I can see him there in the background, and that's like this is like the scary room because you have to like get Medley over here without having her get caught. Because there's like a point later where you have to... There's a point later where you have to... There's a point later where you do have to like get her over here to do something. Do you even? Actually, maybe you don't. It's just probably just like me getting all like freaked out by the... Getting freaked out by the floor masters again. We do have to like come in here because for like when we come into that room later we have to use it. But I'm pretty sure that went in like the original LP that I did of this, I brought Medley in here for some reason and she ended up getting caught. It was either in there or in that other room. So yeah, it turns out I'm pretty sure I do have to go in here, but Medley isn't necessary. That's the lucky thing. Medley isn't necessary here, thankfully. So there's like one there. Jod, I'm just gonna go for it. And like see. I think my like memory served me well there is what happened. Because I remembered like that where they were and where they weren't. Because there's like I completely like skipped past that one though. Yeah, there's like a treasure chart that you get in there if you beat all of them, but I really couldn't care less about that. All I'm interested in is getting through the dungeon at this stage. And that's like, it's kind of like a refreshing way to play this game actually, because I've never played this game in like a not 100% sort of manner, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, like I've always kind of played it with a view to like getting everything. So it's actually like somewhat refreshing to be able to play it in a way where you're kind of just enjoy playing the game, if you know what I mean, and just kind of like going through the dungeons. There's like no pressure to get like treasure charts or anything like that. Or to go and like find all the statues. Holy shit. Okay, this is like a room that I was thinking about because you need this beam of light in here. Well, I don't even need Medley anymore to get you. Do we have any more bows in here? Yeah, we do. Hey there. Oh my god, sometimes in this game I kind of wish that the physics were kind of as janky as they are as kind of like ridiculous as they are in Ocarina of Time with the Spirit Temple and the mirrors and stuff like that. Because like the physics in this are actually more realistic in that you can't actually, like, in Ocarina of Time, I could just, like, stand here with, like, the beam of light hitting me in the back and use the mirror shield to hit that statue over there. But because of, like, the way, like, the way that the physics are actually more realistic, I can't actually do that. I actually have to, like, have the light hitting my sword in a way that makes sense, which means that what I'll actually have to do is like get Medley to come over here. Get Medley to come over here, shoot her like ray of light like somewhere, like I'm thinking maybe somewhere like that, so that Link can come over here and do this. But as I was saying, like we have memories of like what the first video games that we played were, and the first video console that we owned. So my first video game would have been like, excuse me, pardon me, can you please just get out of here, please? I'm pretty sure again if you go this way there's like something at the end, but I really, oh god, Medley, sorry, I like have you like in the face of danger here, but can I maybe just skip him? That's what I'm thinking. And then play the song properly. So the first game that I would have played as a child would have been Jurassic Park for the Sega Mega Drive. Is the first game that I ever played, as far as I know. The first games console that I owned myself that belonged to me was the Game Boy Color, and then the N64. But my brother had like a PlayStation before that, and my aunt had a Super Nintendo before that. So actually I played like a lot of other games before I got my own Game Boy, and before I got my own Game Boy. Whoa there. And I'm thinking maybe, oh my god, can I like throw one of these things? Thank you. So the boss key is over there. So really and truly, there's not a lot more that we have to do here, is there? Except to go down there and do the big mirror room. That's going to take a while. So I actually would have like played far more games than just Game Boy and Nintendo 64 games before I got my own consoles. And I'm thinking maybe like the first 3D game that I played was probably something like Spyro or Tomb Raider or something like that. And I don't think it was even like ours. I think actually it was probably belonged to like an aunt of mine on my mother's side, actually. I'm just going to pause and take a quick break. I need to get something.